Previously on Lawn Tips. 6 months ago we started the project lawn, and flip what a journey it has been. Josh and I never expected the project to be so big, from chopping down trees, pulling out rock upon rock again, and the struggles were real. Next came the irrigation install, which was relatively easily considering what we had just been through. Finally the seed went down and things were looking up, and we thought nothing could go wrong from here. The seed germinated, then we had update after update, and we left with this. So this is where we are now. Yeah, it's looking pretty crap. Finally showing you guys Josh's house after all this time, and the reason I haven't shown you is because it's looking pretty nasty. And Josh was a bit embarrassed. So as you can see, yes, it's a bit of a bomb site.
Oh, come on. It's a bit rough.
It is, bruh.
No, it is.
It is a bomb site.
It is a bomb site.
So there's heaps and heaps of Kentucky bluegrass. No, not Kentucky blue. Oh, I could say there's a bit. There's a lot of wintergrass around the place. So let's get to a nice sunny patch so you can see. So the majority of the grass that is here, well, I wouldn't say the majority. Would you say, Josh, 50-50?
Yeah.
Probably 50-50, so 50% wintergrass and 50% Kentucky blue. Now you can tell what the wintergrass is because of the really light green stuff. So like that there is a bit of Kentucky blue. It's got a bit of a thinner blade in it too. And the wintergrass, thicker blade and really light green. Can't get it out.
It's nice and mature as well though.
And bunchy as well, bunch type. And the Kentucky bluegrass isn't very mature because we sowed very late autumn, which was probably just a little bit too late. But as you guys know, we got held up because we were chopping down trees and pulling rocks out, and oh my goodness, all the dramas in the world. But we're gonna have to work on this lawn quite a bit this season and get rid of this poa or wintergrass. So one way that we are going to tackle this wintergrass is putting down some poa check or some wintergrass killer, it's called at Bunnings. Now it is registered on the label at Bunnings to use it on Kentucky bluegrass, so we are going to be fine. So the active in that is endothol, and Josh has done a little test patch. Was it just here, man? There, Josh?
Oh yeah.
Done a test patch just here, and the reason I've done it just here is because this area here doesn't get any frost, whereas the rest of the yard still does get quite a bit of frost. So this time of year, you can't put poa check down when there's frost around because it can damage your lawn. So we're doing it in an area that's not getting frosts.
There's a fair bit of rust in it. I'll show you, just here, here's an example. See the yellowing on the leaf here? That's all the Kentucky blue, wintergrass. And it's fairly bad at the back, it's a bit worse.
The rust is.
Yeah, so it hasn't been growing at all, the lawn at all, except for the, I thought it was my lawn, but it's actually wintergrass.
Yeah, so the reason we're getting rust is because what Josh said, it's not growing much, and we can't put any nitrogen or anything down because it is winter, so it's not going to grow out. So rust will stick around when the grass is not growing very much, and it normally attacks cool season grasses a lot more, like Kentucky bluegrass and tall fescue. And the way to get it out is pushing nitrogen, and when you've got rust as well, make sure you don't use your catcher because it will spread via the spores. Out the back we go! Oh yeah!
So another problem weed that I have is this one just here. Can you pick it out for me, mate?
No. Yeah. I thought you were legit going to show me weed.
You can see a lot of the rust here, the little spiner stuff.
Yeah, it is pretty.
It'll spread fairly well. It's mostly everywhere.
Yeah, at least we've got a lot of wintergrass. Not wintergrass. Keep saying wintergrass. Well,
there is a lot of wintergrass.
There is a lot of wintergrass, but at least we've got a lot of Kentucky blue everywhere, so we can move along from here. So we're going to be fine. It's just getting rid of the weeds out of it at the moment, which is the biggest thing. And then once spring hits, which isn't too far away, because the trees are starting to blossom now, so we should be able to start doing a bit of stuff very soon. Oh, here's the backyard. Wow.
You can tell what's what here.
Yeah, you can definitely see the wintergrass. Whoa. So wintergrass, that's a bit of Kentucky blue. All the more sunk stuff that is the Kentucky bluegrass. At some spots it's actually a little bit darker. Obviously where it's a little bit more mature. Got some nice patches down here. Look at this. Oh man, I'm keen to see that everywhere.
Nice colour.
But yeah, as you can see, it's just been knocked really hard this winter by rust, frost. Man, there's actually a lot of Kentucky blue at the back here though.
Yeah, it's like out the front, it's just wintergrass infested. There's a big wee patches too, I think.
Oh no.
Appreciate it, mate.
The dog's already started.
You said you want a fan though, because usually he's in the fan.
Dang, you did a big decent patch there.
Must have been busted.
What have you done, boy? Guilty look on his face.
Excuse you, mate.
I just want to stress to you guys, the reason that this lawn is like this is because we sowed it down so late, and Kentucky bluegrass takes so long to establish. It takes like 21 days just for it to germinate. And when did we sow it, Josh? We sowed it really late in the season, like it was ridiculous. End of March, which...
Nearly start of April.
Flip. So normally I'd tell people to do it at the start of February, especially with the Kentucky bluegrass. Here in Orange anyway, we're a little bit too late, which is why it's looking the way that it is, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. But come spring, you watch, this thing's going to really start to kick along once we start putting it on a good fertilizer program, giving it a top dress here and there, and just really starting to mow it quite often. That Kentucky bluegrass will really start to outcompete all that wintergrass. Plus we'll apply some power check here and there just to eradicate as much as we can and get rid of all these little extra grassy weeds. There's a bit of ryegrass in here, which is what you just find. A lot of these weeds, especially the wintergrass, would have come in the soil mix that we put down. Remember a couple of months back we sprayed all the broadleaf weeds out with some camber. Yeah, well, there's still a lot of other weeds in here. Grassy weeds, which camber won't kill. Hey?
All the other weeds kind of died, and that's why there's a few bare patches too, because that's where all the little weeds were.
Yeah, and that's where the wintergrass is snuck in. So this is all rye, eh? Yes. Dirty dogs. Since it's going to start growing now, I'm going to keep you guys a little more updated on this lawn. I'm going to show you guys how the power check kill goes in this area just here. It's only been 3 days since he did it. And since it's a bit cooler, it will take a bit longer for that herbicide to start showing any results. I'd say 2 to 3 weeks to even see anything happening here. But I'll make sure to keep you guys updated. Probably not weekly, until probably the start of September when we see things start to grow. But make sure you follow along with this lawn and subscribe to the channel. And also click that bell notification thing, because I found a lot of guys aren't getting notifications now on YouTube. I don't know what's going on. They obviously changed up the way they do things now, but because you don't want to miss these little projects here and there. But keen to get this thing going. It looks nasty now, but we're going to make it look mint by the end of the season. We have got water restrictions, so I'm going to talk about those during the season as well. Man, we need some rain. But make sure to keep an eye on the channel to see what's going on with this lawn. Wrap the video up there, but thanks guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you follow along, because I'm doing updates now. Won't get lazy with it. And Josh will want to show it off when it's looking a bit better too. Anyway, you guys have a good week. See ya, bro. Have a good one. See ya. Hey. Come here, bro. Come here. Oh, man. Dogs. Literally.